Hey, good morning. It's Christine Crusher from Create with Christine. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. Happy Sunday and happy 4th of July. So since it is 4th of July, Independence Day 2021, I have a patriotic card to make with you today. So I guess I'm featuring a couple different techniques. They're all like really simple techniques because I wanted to keep it pretty short today since I know people probably have family plans and stuff like that. So I'm using the Tidings Trimmings Bundle. So this is actually in the annual catalog 2021 to 2022 and it is on page 89. So it's a bundle with a set of dies called the Christmas Trimmings dies. Here they are right here. So they've got these large stars, stockings, bows, holly, and some greenery. So a really great bundle. And I'm actually going to be releasing a stamp camp tomorrow featuring that bundle. So I will have details out to my mailing list. And if you're not on my mailing list, shoot me a message and I can get you added. And let's see, you can also get the details on my events on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com. So I'm just going to jump right in because like I said, I wanted to keep this relatively short today. And I'm going to point my camera down at my station and get stamping. So hold tight for a minute while I move the camera. I hope you're having a great week. It's been really crazy busy here this week. I had like 3 nights, I think I had evening plans after work. So it's kind of nice because things are starting to kind of get back towards normal a little bit, whatever normal is right now, right? So I'm a little bit behind in getting that stamp camp released, but I really wanted to show today how you can use a Christmas bundle. And I'm using the I'm going to use the Cheers stamp. It actually says Cheers from our home to yours. But I want to show you the omit technique and how I did it to get this little cheers here. And then I put like some Stella on my cardstock. So I don't know if you guys know, you can take your Stella and just color right over the top of your cardstock. So I want to show you that as well. But yeah, let's just jump right in. I also did my Stella over my chairs a little bit to kind of give like a little shadow. So that's another thing that I don't know if you guys have ever tried before. So like I said, these are super easy techniques. I'm not going to do anything crazy and busy today. And if you are tuning in and catching the replay, or if you join me live here, I'd love to know what you're doing today, if you have any traditions, if you're able to keep those traditions or get those traditions back on track. Unfortunately, at the beginning of this week here in New England, it was 95 to 96 degrees. Like, I don't know, it was like 5 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it was. And today's Sunday, so same week. Yesterday it rained, the temperature was like 58, you know, it wasn't even 60 degrees yesterday. And so far this morning it's really chilly. So, I grew up as a kid, a younger kid, going camping in Connecticut, and then as an older kid going camping in New Hampshire. And I never remember 4th of July weekends having it being 50 degrees outside. Okay, my ink pad doesn't want to open and I just used it. Okay, there we go. It's just a little stuck. So I am inking up with Poppy Parade. I decided to do Night of Navy, Poppy Parade, and basic white to get my red, white, and blue, but I kind of went on the non-traditional red with the poppy, and this really needs to be re-inked now that I look at it. Okay, and that's all my stamping. So I am actually just gonna do the omit technique right now and do the Stella. Where's my Stella? Here it is. So Stella, the newer ones the top is like clear. And I know some people want to kind of twist it. You don't twist. You just pull the cap off. Now, when you first get it, it's going to have a black ring inside of it, and you remove that ring, and you need to prime. So you need to move the glitter from like the cylinder towards the tip. So you push on these little things on the side that say push. but I don't recommend doing that all the time because then you're gonna get a huge gush of glitter come flying out. So I just kind of went over the letters, and honestly, if you stamp and it's a little bit off, this would like fix if you made like a little mistake. So isn't that kind of cool? It makes like a little shadow technique. Super simple. Anybody can do that. And here, I'm gonna do the omit. So I stamped the entire word, and I'm just gonna come in nice and close with my paper snips. Now, you can also do this on a paper trimmer if you're feeling brave. And just take your time. It doesn't have to be totally perfect and totally straight. You could do a banner, like see, I just screwed that up at an angle. So you could do a banner on both ends, do whatever makes you happy. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. And so really the other pieces of this card, oh, I did do some Stella on the little tiny star, but it's really just putting the pieces together. This is a great design. I did use the designer series paper. It's the one that carried over, and it's on sale right now for the next couple weeks. It's called In Good Taste, and it carried over from last year to this year. So this is like a double stack of paper, 12 by 12. And here is a look at one of them, and then here's a look at the other. So it's kind of textures and wood grains, tiles. It's a really fun paper. So I'm using the Night of Navy kind of texture one. So I kind of thought July 4th, and I kind of got inspiration because I was thinking of like the flag and texture, and that's how I ended up choosing the designer series paper. And then this is Night of Navy cardstock, and I went ahead and embossed it with the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder with my Stampin' Cotton emboss machine. It's a 3 3/4 by 5 piece, and then I just have a thick basic white cardstock. Half of a sheet of cardstock, so 4 1/4 by 11, scored in half at 5 1/2. So I'll put the measurements and the details below, so don't worry about having to write all that down. This layers up. Oh, and I already screwed up. Wow. Surprising, right? I forgot about my ribbon. So I want to put my ribbon on my navy before I glue it down. So I think I'm going to be okay because I didn't really kind of press, and I have a minute to kind of wiggle around with the liquid glue. If I used like a Seal Plus, a strong adhesive, I probably wouldn't be able to, well, you might be able to lift it. The hard part is the embossing. When it's embossed, dry embossed, I don't think you could move it after it was down with seal. So I'm just going to tuck this underneath with glue dots, and then I'll kind of press down. This is what happens when you're live. You jump ahead of yourself, and I normally would always, I'm just gonna pick this up to get this how I want it. Tuck it underneath. Okay, so I normally would like build my Night of Navy layer and then add it onto my card base. That's normally how I do it. I just went ahead of myself today. Okay, so now let's do the other pieces. This is a basic white that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I cut the star, just a white star from the dies. So I ended up with this out of this paper. So I'm gonna layer up the designer paper, which is 3 by 3. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 on the white and 3 by 3 on your designer series paper. And you kind of gotta wiggle it around a little bit. I like it like that, but it's a tight fit, so I am actually just gonna put some adhesive. I'm gonna try not to go to the edge too much with the liquid glue and put it on kind of nice and light, and then just commit with my designer series paper. Nobody's gonna know that there's a hole in this layer, right? Because it's gonna get glued down. This is the top. And then I want to adhere this down so there's 3 equal sides at the top and the 2 sides here. So I like to use Seal for my white. So I'm just going to grab my Stampin' Seal Plus and kind of make a couple. I'm doing it on top of that, so that's probably not a great idea. Go down and straight up. You might have to kind of get it working again. Straight up. It's a light touch, and I know some people don't like the regular seal, and I moved to using Seal Plus only for my white and my vanilla layers. I just love it. It's so easy to use once you kind of get the hang of it. Okay, then I can kind of put my star on and figure out how I want this. I mean, it's a star, so it seems to go in certain directions. So I don't know why I'm having such a hard time doing this upside down. So I'm just gonna take a look at it. That looks good. And then I'm just gonna put adhesive on the back of this guy. So the Designer Series paper sale, that is going through August 2nd, and there are 9 Designer Series papers on sale. So if you haven't checked that out, head over to my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com, and I have the links to my store to go check out the Designer Series paper sale. It will tell you all of the 9 that are on sale. Some I think are 6x6. The Christmas one that kind of coordinates with this bundle is 6x6. So I'm just trying to put like some little dots with my liquid glue. I don't want to put too much. And then I'm just going to set this down to kind of dry over top of my white. So kind of commit and like hold it down for a minute. And then try not to move it. Try to just let it dry. Okay. I did a little bow. I just have this is the white, Whisper White crinkled ribbon, and I just did a little bow, 8-inch bow, and then this piece was 6 inches, and I'm just gonna put this on with a glue dot. And I can trim the tails of that with my paper snips. This card really goes together like super fast, and it's a really great layout for anything, a birthday card. You can change the sentiment and change the designer paper and really make this anything. And the great thing is with the Designer Series paper, this is a 3x3. So if you have 6x6 or 12x12, you'll get no waste from your, oh, hey, good morning, Robin. Thanks for tuning in. You'll get no waste from your Designer Series paper if you cut things down to 3x3. So that's another tip. And I am just gonna throw on my cheers that we stamped earlier with a little bit of liquid glue. We'll put it down here. And then I have this tiny star, and I actually cut it out with the same piece that I did this die. So it was a 3x3 Poppy Parade, and it did this die and then the little tiny star in the, I think it's Christmas Trimmings dies, which is part of the Tidings and Trimmings Bundle. So, I mean, I just want to encourage you, just because, you know, you look at the stamp set and think it's a Christmas stamp set, but this totally is not a Christmas card at all. Right? So I lost my Wink of Stella. Oh no, there it is. So I'm just gonna put some Wink of Stella right over the cardstock. So if you guys ever tried this, let me know in the comments if you've ever put your Wink of Stella right over your cardstock before. And honestly, you could cut out more of the little stars. You could add some rhinestones or gems to jazz it up even more. But that is my card for today. So thanks for tuning in. I just have a couple announcements. Here's the original, so almost identical. I think my bow's just a little bit different. So I have a couple announcements before I sign off for the rest of the 4th holiday. A couple things I do want to mention. Oh, I just want to reiterate, Christmas in July Stamp Camp. I am releasing it tomorrow to my email list. So if you're not on my email list, please shoot me a message to join. I'll put the link below. And then I will also have the details on my blog by the end of the day tomorrow. My July host code, I will put that below because you can get the make and take projects for that stamp camp for free with a $30 order. So the host code for that is RJNWHV6Z, and I will post that below as well. Let's see, I mentioned the Designer Series paper sale, 15% off select Designer Series papers through August 2nd, 2021. So the In Good Taste that, it's normally $21 for this one because it's a huge mega pack of designer paper, and it's on sale for $17.85 plus tax and shipping. And my summer promotion, I do have another token to add to my bucket. So I'm off to a slow start, but June has been slow. So Melissa M earned a token again this week for an order. So I'm throwing that in the bucket. So I got a few in there so far, but off to a slow start for summer promotion. Just to, actually I pull the camera back up because I'm going to finish up with these last two things. So, yeah, always need the glimmer robin. That is totally true. So whether you use Winka Stella or, you know, put those embellishments on, use them up if you got them in your stash, right? Use them up. Summer promotion. So you still have the rest of July and the rest of August, but I'm closing it down at the end of August, and then I'm going to be raffling off $150 of product first week in September. So you will be able to still earn tokens for the rest of July and August. So if you place an order over $30 in my store or you sign up for one of my camps, you will earn a token. And I am going to be doing a triple dip in August. So I will have information out as we get closer. But July is tough. I have, I think I mentioned this in my live last week or the week before. I have 3 weeks of on-call jury duty in downtown Boston. So I can't really plan ahead. And I know some other people who have had it and they've only had to be there one day. But the information is that you're on call for 3 weeks. So it's very hard to plan. So I'm just doing the Christmas in July stamp camp for July and doing my In Color Club. That's running for the next couple months still. So those are my only events for July besides team meeting. Oh, and we're doing a new demo welcome this week too. So I guess it's not my only event, but it's my only event that you could earn a token at. And then August, it's going to be a triple dip. So what does that mean? I am going to be doing an online BOGO. And I'm going to run it, since I'm in Massachusetts and we're doing a tax-free weekend, I am going to close it out tax-free weekend. But I still have to figure out what day I will open it that week. I need to look at my schedule. So it will close out, I think it's August 14th, but don't hold me to that. I'm not looking at a calendar right now. There's a Saturday, Sunday tax-free weekend that weekend here. So if you're in Massachusetts and you do the BOGO, you'll have to put your online orders in that weekend. But if you're in different states, you could put your online orders in during the week. So I'll have more details out as we get closer. So I'm doing summer promotion. So for every $30 you spend in BOGO, you'll get a token. So if you did like $100 in BOGO, you would get 3 tokens for summer promotion. And you'll also get to earn celebration products with $50 or $100. And oh my God, I have the catalogs and I didn't show them. What's wrong with me? I kind of maxed out on caffeine yesterday. I had drank too much caffeine and I'm feeling the effects today. I did not sleep great. I got my celebration. I can only show you the cover. So here you go. Take a quick peek. And I got my mini catalog. Oh, the mini catalog just fell on the floor, so I'll have to show that cover. I'll put a picture of me with the cover online sometime this week, but got those. So Celebration in the mini catalog open up to customers on August 3rd. So you'll be able to, with BOGO, also get free Celebration products once you hit 50, or there's a couple items that are 100. So really fun. I'm going through, and if you don't know what BOGO is, it's buy one, get one free. You buy my you get my retired stuff for free with an online order of something current from the catalogs. So if you do a $100 online order, you'll get that $100 of merchandise plus 100 of my retired merchandise. So I am going to do it online just because my schedule is so crazy with this whole jury duty thing that it just seems like it's going to work out a lot better. But hopefully I will only have to go to Boston one day and get dismissed. Fingers crossed. Maybe I won't even have to go to Boston at all. So hopefully maybe somebody's watching out for me and can put in a good word that, no, we don't need that girl to show up, right? So I'm going to sign off for today and have a great rest of the day. Have a great rest of the 4th long weekend if you have a long weekend. And I will see you back here next week with another project. Have a great week.